Hello everybody. Welcome back for another strategies, tactics and boosts video. And this week we have a special event. It's the Easter event. We have no Formula One Grand Prix, so as always, a special event for F1 class. And because it's Easter event for this week. We're going to have interesting races. Uh, if you saw my pre-GP show, uh, you would know by now that probably the qualifying session is going to be more difficult than the opening and final round. But okay, we will have to see about that. And there is uh, a new interest in the races because as of today, safety cars are back. This means that, okay, we might be P1, P2, we might have, maybe we have fallen back and we cannot catch up with the cars that are in front of us, but suddenly a safety car might change all of that. So we have to consider in our strategies and in our options, we have to consider that a safety car might come in the race. Okay, first of all, let's go and see the tracks we are racing for the qualifying round. Today we are going to talk about the qualifying round tracks, and let's see the drivers and the car part that is boosted. Okay, let's go. Okay, yeah, here we are. Come on. Okay, now. Okay, so as you can see, Zoo, Norris, and Typhoon with plus 15% are the three boosted assets. And in our qualifying round, we will race in Belgium, Spa. First of all, rain in Spa and Silverstone, high temperatures in Imola. I'm telling you, it's going to be an interesting qualifying round. And Spa with 54% chance of rain. Imola with up to 40 degrees temperatures, so softs are not the best way to go here if we go 3 laps, and even medium 4 that we like to go to choose, it's a little bit difficult depending on the drivers we have. And okay, next one is Austin. Okay, no high temperatures, no rain. We know what to do there. We will see it again. And finally, fourth race, Silverstone, 50% chance of rain. Okay. And let's get started with our strategies and our tracks. Spa. Very difficult track to gain positions. It's a little bit okay. So if you are at the back or in the middle of the grid, you could try the undercut. You need to be careful with here. You need to be ready and to know how to manage your power unit. It needs perfect management in order to work. So first thing, you don't push at all. You just go 1 lap with softs, no pushing. We charge our power unit. We enter the pits alone. No one is pitting in lap 1. We put mediums on with we put mediums on and we push our power unit. We push the red button until we catch up with the drivers that are going to pit with at the back of the pack, and we stay there. Lap 2, some of the cars will lap. We will overtake them while they are pitting, and then we will, if needed, we will push again the red button to get at the back of the pack that is going to pit at lap 3. When they enter in lap 3, then it's the time we need to push. So our last lap of this stint, lap number 4, is the fastest that we can go. We enter the pits with as many positions as we have won. Do a fast pit stop and hope that we gained enough positions. It's tricky. It might need hards instead of medium, but okay. Now, if you are afraid of, you don't trust yourself about how you can manage your power unit, the safest way to go is 3-3, hard, or even medium. This is going to be a little bit more passive, but if you want to be aggressive and depend on what you do, on pushing, on trying to overtake, then this is the fastest strategy. Of course, if you are at the top of the grid or in the middle of the grid, of course, it's the best strategy. So 2 pit stops, soft, for both your drivers. Now, if we are at the top of the grid, then we might consider medium, 3-3, just in case of a safety car. We have said that safety car, now that the safety cars are back, the less pit stops we do, the less are the chances of having our strategy and our race have impact in our race. The safety car have impact our strategy negatively, because if we go with 2 pit stops here, let's say 2, and the safety car comes in lap, let's say 3, in the middle we have pitted lap 2, we are with fresh softs, and suddenly in lap 3 the safety car comes on. This is going to be a disaster for our strategy, for our race, for everything. So this is why we are thinking about 1 pit strategy now, if we can. But okay, if you see me racing in Belgium, I will probably start both my drivers with softs. Now, another thing we have to have in mind for now that safety cars are back is to have our drivers at a distance, not too close to each other, because if they are too close and the safety car comes, we will not, and the safety car comes at the last minute before the pit entrance, you know what I mean, and we have been there a lot of times. We will not have the chance to pit them both if needed. So we need to give them some space, so if the safety car comes, we will have the time to press the buttons needed, so we pit them both again if needed. So even more decisions now with the safety cars. Imagine a race with changes of weather and the safety car. Okay, it's going to be a nightmare, but who cares? Everything for the fun of it. Okay, now if it rains here, okay, yeah. If it rains here, Again, we could go. It's a little bit slow, this strategy, and it's a little bit risky. But if we are at the back of the grid, all the bots will pit at lap 3. So if we are P20, P18, P17, P15, and you know that we cannot overtake in Spa when it rains, so probably we would like to do the undercut first in, and you will do it like we said in our first strategy, the 1-3-2. It's the same here. We pit in lap 2, push lap 3, so we get back at the back of the grid, and then wait for them to enter the pits, push our fourth lap to create the bigger gap we can, so we can pit and go for our last pit stop. When it rains, an extra pit stop, it's always it always we lose time, so we have to be careful. Although here it's a big track and we have the time to recover from a pit stop, but again, it's difficult. I only say go for it, because if you are P20, P15, and you pit with 20 other cars, probably it's going to be a disaster. Until they fix the traffic in the pit lane, this is how we need to race. If Hutch fixes the pit lane traffic and we don't lose time there, then it's a different story. Then we would go 3-3 for both our drivers, even if we are P24. So, of course, now if we are at the top of the grid, this is the best strategy, because the traffic is behind us. Okay, next one, Imola, with 40 degrees, probably one pit stop 4-4 with hards is the best way to go. Of course, medium hard is even better, but can our driver do 4 laps with mediums and 40 degrees? This is the question you have to answer before you choose your compound. And of course, one pit strategy here is safer is better, a better choice if a safety car comes. Of course, as always, two pit strategy is very fast. 2 with over 30 degrees, it's soft, medium, 2-3-3, and 3-3-2 may be soft, but for sure medium in the middle of the race, and then soft. Probably it should be medium soft, depending on our driver's tire management. All softs with over 30 degrees, forget it. We need mediums for the 3 lap stints. Okay, third race, Austin. This is an easy one. It's a one pit strategy track, and the only thing we have to decide is which compounds can our driver use. Can it go 4 laps with mediums? Can it go 3 laps with softs? Then it's simple. We go with a faster strategy, 4-3 medium soft and 3-4 soft medium. If they don't, then these are the alternatives: 4-3 medium, 3-4 medium hard. This is the way to choosing harder compounds. And as I always say, for Austin, use Frost, use Char, use Pretzel, use Movember, use a good tire boosting boost, so you can choose the softest compounds. Only by going for the softer compounds, you will be very fast in this track. Okay, and last one is UK, Silverstone, and with 50%, if I remember well, chance of rain. Of course, one pit strategy is great here, 4-3 and 3-4. If it's a dry race, some bots will pit in lap 3, most of them will pit in lap 4. If we are in the middle or at the top of the grid, this is the fastest way to go though. Soft, medium, 2-2-3, and 3-2-2. Nothing to say about compounds here. This is the way to go. 3 laps with mediums, very easy. You can push as much as you want, even with a medium tire management driver with medium abilities in tire management. It's 3-2-2, medium, soft, and soft, medium, the previous one. Now, if it rains, the bots are going to pit, all the bots are going to pit in lap 4. So we want to pit in lap 3, but 4 laps with wets is on the edge. It's very marginal, and we won't be able to push. So maybe we need something like frost. So we boost our tire management, we get it up to 99, and this way it's easier to go 4 laps with wets because the bots are going to push in the second stint. They are going to have tires because they will do 3 laps in their second stint. So the driver that will go 3-4 must have good tire management or boost his tire management. Now, alternatively, you could go for 2 pit stops, but it's very risky. Okay, if you are at the back of the grid, P20, P18 and lower, okay, go for it. You have nothing to lose. Probably you will gain some, but because you want to avoid pitting in lap 4. That's it. As I said, if Hatch fixes the pit traffic, then we forget this. We can go and pit in lap 4 with the bots. Now, very, very good power unit management for this strategy. If you cannot do it, if you haven't tested it ever, don't do it. Go 3-4, both your drivers, or even go 4-3. You will stuck in traffic in the pit lane, probably, but it's better than a bad execution of the previous strategy. Now, this is basically if we are at the top of the grid, because as I say, the traffic will be behind us. So this is why we go 4-3 in this. Yeah, okay, this is the last. Okay, I wanted more tracks, but more tracks on Friday. So yeah, that's it. Okay. Once more, let me remind you that safety cars are on. This means they are back in the races. So we have to be careful. Keep a distance between our 2 cars, and not only that, but if we can go for 1 pit stop, we can start for 2 pits, a 2 pit strategy. But if we see that it works and we have the option to go for 1 pit and not lose anything, then go for it, because we want to be safe. We want to play this safe and not be affected by a safety car. Okay, let's see again our 4 tracks: Spa, Imola, Austin, and Silverstone. Spa with 54% and Silverstone with 50% chance of rain, and Imola with great possibility of having high temperatures. Okay, that's it for today. Don't forget to read the description below, the description of this video. You will find my Discord server, and there you will find all the strategies you saw today and the strategies for the rest of the tracks. Of course, we can talk about anything you want, and you can ask whatever you want there, and you will find answers from me or maybe from another experienced player. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and get ready for my next live stream, which is going to be the qualifying round of the Easter event. Best of luck to your races. See you next time. Goodbye, everybody.